Good evening and welcome to Bitcoin Wednesday. Today is April 4th, 2018, and it's 9 o'clock here in the Midwest. And I'm happy to have you here. Join us today. Should have our co-host come join us soon. I have got a nice little border around the screen if you like that. Let me bring Vance in here. Let's welcome the world famous rock and roll Bitcoin mining Vance. How we doing today? Oh crap. Let me grab my headphones. Hey Vance. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, we might have a technical difficulty here. Can you hear me, Vance? See if Vance can hear me. He might not be able to hear me. Can you hear me, Vance? You can hear me? I can't hear you. Maybe something's wrong with your mic, dude. All right, we'll wait for Vance to come back. So, forgot to get my headphones on so I can hear him. But anyways, welcome. Like my little Easter border I got here since it was Easter this week. Some cute little bunny rabbit borders. Anyways, we'll get rid of that. See if we can bring Vance in again.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good to join. Thanks for coming on. So just getting started. How's your day going?
My day's been good.
Good. Just like the nice little Easter border I gave us.
I can't see it actually.
Can't see it. That's right. You'll have to watch it later. You will not be disappointed.
Thanks.
Actually, I'm gonna get rid of it because Easter is over. So, right on. Well, let's get right into it today. Market was starting to look a little bit better yesterday. I thought we're starting to get a little green and pop up. And
we had a nice little uptick yesterday, and then today, nothing.
Today, nothing. It's right back where it all started.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Okay, if you're joining us, please comment, say hello. We had a little snafu last week, which is disappointing because Vance and I had a nice hour-long conversation to ourselves, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So, apparently what happened was I played a little intro music in the beginning, and Facebook did not like that. Apparently I was infringing on the copyright, so I played no music this time, so we should be good to go. I think I also broadcast it to a different page, and so hopefully if you're watching, please join us. Click in and say hi so we know you're there and can answer any questions or have a conversation with you. Do you see it popping up on your Facebook page, Vance?
Let me go look. No, it's not on my page.
It's not on your page? Okay,
let's go to yours and see.
Okay, I show it on mine.
Okay.
Let me see if I've got a privacy setting or something that's keeping it from. So it's on my timeline right now. I just don't know if I'm doing something wrong, dude.
I'm not seeing it on your timeline.
Okay, somewhere I've got to change a setting or something.
Yeah, because I don't think we're live. In fact, I still don't see last week's. Did you post up last week's?
No, and with the way the market went, I decided better not. just not do it. Oh, Brian Neal is live. Only me. Let's see. Let's see if public. Anyone on or off Facebook? I want to do public.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know why that was on only me.
Because we were testing it earlier.
I wonder if you can see it now.
Let's go back in and try. Because usually I get the thing saying you're going live. Yep, now we're up.
Now we're up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should I end this and start over?
No, we're going. We're good.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Hopefully they can now see it up there. I don't know why that was on me only, so that's kind of crazy, but looks like it's up now.
Have you shared anything?
I haven't shared it yet.
Let me go share it then.
Okay, I just left the page, so hopefully it stays on. Sorry about this, everybody. Get it straightened out. Like I said okay.
Okay, we're shared.
Make sure we're still going on there. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So like I was saying earlier, for those that might just be joining us, we had a little problem last week, and we talked to each other for about an hour, and when I went to upload the video or save the video to my timeline, it was not allowed because Facebook said I didn't have permission to use Imagine Dragons music. So I was not able to, and all I did was use it for like 10 or 15 seconds. So that was kind of frustrating.
Yeah, they find the riff and that's it.
Since nobody heard it, I did Believer, because last week you had to, you have to really be a believer in crypto when times are low and stuff to hang in there. So I thought it was an appropriate song, but Facebook did not. So we will have to, I'm sorry, I keep looking at my screen instead of the camera, but we will have to come up with a little bit of intro music for the show, and also working on a couple other things just to keep it going and lively, and so we can be here and help, talk about crypto and share our experience with crypto and what we're doing, and answer any questions that people might have about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and stuff like that. So, and the other problem I think I just had was that I was only broadcasting to myself. That's why I could see it on mine last week, but you can never see it because it was only on my timeline for me only. So that's kind of strange. But anyways, if you're joining us, please hop on, give us a comment, tell us you're there so we can put your comments up on screen and talk to you. So anyways, going into this week, Vance, what do you think? What's going on?
Well, I was kind of hoping to hear some more. I was hoping for a big release from Electroneum today, but we didn't see much. I know that yesterday they announced they got some developers on board, which is a good thing. So they've got a blockchain developer in now that they've hired in to help with this split from Monero. And it's not really a split; it's just getting away from the ASICS side. So it's all GPU, it's all graphic.
Right. Explain to anybody watching what the difference is between the ASICS and why getting away from ASICS is more beneficial to the Electroneum community. I mean, that's the way I see it.
There's benefits to both sides, but specifically for the Electroneum community, since we're doing mobile mining or simulated mobile mining, they basically want everything to be GPU side, meaning that people that have phones and people that have computers, they're using a home-based computer, or they're building a mining rig basically to do this instead of these like Antminer ASICS box, where basically they got a specific built computer. Anyway, those can mine quite a bit faster than what a GPU can. So whether or not they're just trying to stay with Monero on the graphics side, based from the ASIC side, they've got their own reasonings for that. But I think it is to try and slow down some of the mining a little bit until they're up and running and everybody's using the mobile miner. I really think that's what it's there for, is to try and slow down some of the mining. But there's pros and cons to both. I mean, ASIC rigs are a lot more expensive, especially those new Antminer, what are they, the 7 or the 9s that are out right now. People can pay upwards of $7,000 for those things just for one little miner, but they have the highest hash rate, much higher than what a graphics card computer will be able to hash out. So, but it just really depends. And that's where you've seen in the past, there's been forks of a lot of different coins out there. So we had Ethereum, Bitcoin, they've all done it. They've all forked. That's why we have Bitcoin Cash. And they all run off different types of mining platforms. Right. So it just really depends on what you want to do and which one you like. But for the Electroneum community, at least for the Electroneum team, they're trying to stay away from the ASIC side. They want to stay on the GPU side. And I believe personally that this is my idea, is that they're trying to keep it so it's a slower mining process, just so that they can keep doing their phone mining, which these tokens are they've said are pre-mined tokens that they give out for people running the application on their phone. So I think that's what they're trying to do, is trying to keep it consistent so that suddenly a gigantic mining facility isn't going to come in and throw things off. And that makes it so your phone basically is worthless when it comes to mining. I mean, they want you to be using your phone. They want that's the whole purpose of this coin. So to do that,
and the ASICS miner, I mean, it really is an unfair advantage if, let's say, someone's got a little small ASIC mine or whatever and they're doing Bitcoin right now, and they've got 10 of these things or whatever, because that's what mines Bitcoin, right?
Right.
So if they're doing that and these things are super fast, and all of a sudden they decide, hey, I'm going to put all 10 of these or all 100 of these or whatever it is and mine Electroneum, the people in the Electroneum community on their phones, and even though it's simulated or even just their desktops, are not even going to have a chance to hardly mine anything when you come against some of these companies like that have a lot of these ant miners, right?
Right. And I mean, and we see, I mean, there's not a lot here in the U.S. I mean, I'm sure there are some nice big ones, but most of the mining facilities used to be over in China. Now a lot of them are in Russia. There's quite a few big ones, and you've seen them online in the past, but they're gigantic. I mean, they've got warehouses just full of mining devices, mining rigs, basically. Right. So we're talking millions upon millions of dollars that have been invested into these places. So, yeah.
So it's really hard. It's really hard for us to compete with that. So
right. And the thing is, I mean, the price
it easier to manipulate.
Yeah, they are. It does do that as well, depending on if that's what your purpose of mining is. But I know a lot of these mining companies are just going for the most lucrative coin at the time. So whether that's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, whatever it is that they're mining for, which one, Litecoin, whichever one is easiest to mine, that there's less competition and has the best price to sell back, that's where they're mining.
Right. Welcome, Kelly, to the program. She gave us a thumbs up. She's shy. So yeah, there's some exciting news coming out with Electroneum and stuff. I mean, I know we hit the 1 million user mark, which is pretty exciting. And they talked a little bit about that yesterday on an interview I was watching with Richard Ells with Electroneum, and they talked about how long it took other comparable, well, not necessarily comparable, but other companies to reach 1 million users. It took, I think, the shortest amount of time was the iPhone. It took Apple 5 or 6 months, I think, to reach 1 million users. So with Electroneum doing it in 4 months, it's pretty impressive. So they've got some things that are going good with them, and they're working on, and so it's exciting times. I think the other thing that was cool was, Richard is off. Richard Ells for Electroneum is off covering the world. He's going to Dubai, he's in Malaysia, I think, yesterday and stuff like that. And he talked about the patent they've got coming out on some stuff, and he can't be really specific on anything, but apparently they've got a pretty exciting patent that they will be. The deadline to file that is tomorrow, April 5th. So we're hoping. So that's why we were hoping to hear news today, but he said they had until April 5th to get that patent filed because they had already filed something, and they, on a time frame, they had to have it filed by April 5th.
All right.
So if that's the case, then hopefully maybe tomorrow or something we might get some news on what exactly that patent is for, and the benefits for it, because listening to him, it sounds like it's pretty exciting. I can't wait to hear about it.
I'd like to know what it is too. Yeah, what's the technology that's being patented? I really want to know what it is.
And apparently, dealing with, he's out there speaking with mobile service providers and people in the industry that take payments and things like that, because we want it to work for Electroneum, but we also want it to work for cryptocurrency in general. And if they have a patent on it and it's great technology and helps the rest of the crypto world, it's going to help Electroneum that much more, because they have the patent on it and they can market it out in different ways to other cryptos. So that's a good thing. But it's supposed to make it very easy to make payments with. And I don't know all the technology behind it because they haven't announced it, and they're not going to announce it until it's patent pending. But he's pretty excited about it, and so I'm excited about just finding out what it'll be. So
yeah, and this is some of that we kind of talked about a little bit last week, but then never got out. But some of the benefits of the partnerships they've come in contact with, and some of the deals that they've been able to strike. And just to kind of go back and talk about some stuff that happened last week, they released a 16-page paper that basically kind of outlined what the future of Electroneum is. It released some of the companies that they've actually got big deals with right now, big deals in use with, and one of them was this payment processing company for basically the mobile tiered companies that they're going after. And so it's third-party entity, but they do all the processing for the larger cell phone companies. So they've actually got a deal with them, struck a deal with them to actually start using Electroneum as payment, for them to start taking Electroneum as payment or processing the Electroneum as a payment. So that's the first big, kind of Easter egg that they threw at us with that paper last week. The second one was the structure of what they're doing to pay the cell phone companies. Actually, they're paying them to take payments. It's kind of a different situation, but basically we know that you can mine on the mobile miner, you can mine up to $3 worth of Electroneum a month. And so just to put the numbers easy, if you were to pay your phone bill with that $3, then what they would do is actually pay the cell phone company an extra 25% for accepting the payment in Electroneum. So instead of $3, they'd be getting paid $4.
Right.
So that was pretty interesting. And that's what really kind of was an eye opener for a lot of people last week when they were looking at the 16-page paper that came out. And basically kind of the light bulb turned on of what Els is doing to try and get mass adoption of crypto. And at least in the industry of electronics and cell phones, being able to find a use for a purpose for coins out there, for Electroneum at least, out there to be able to use in other countries. So his tour that he's been doing came that he started out in Dubai. He went, well, I don't remember the countries that he went in order, but anyway, he started with Dubai. I'm sorry.
Right. And Malaysia. No, he's in Malaysia, and
He was in Malaysia. There was 3 countries he was hitting, and then he was going back to Dubai next week after he had gone to started in Dubai, hit these other 2 countries, then turned around and went back. Basically, and I know that's what he's doing. He's going in. He's trying to hit these major cell phone providers, these cell networks, whatever you want to call them,
right,
companies, and trying to make deals with them. I'm almost positive that's what it is. And especially, I know why he's hitting Dubai so quickly and so hard first is because there's 2 countries out there that right from the beginning made crypto legal tender. And of course, Dubai, UAE, was the first, and then Japan was the second. And then those countries actually came out with their own coins. So you can actually buy a country coin if you wanted to over there. But anyway, that's why he's going after these entities there, because the crypto is already considered legal tender. So why not start where it's going to be accepted the quickest and the fastest, I guess is what you would say.
Well, I think you're exactly right too. I mean, Dubai, and he's been over in Japan, and that's why we've got some
so we got
deals with
KuCoin and
KuCoin,
that's why
Coin right, because they want to go about doing it in a way that is they want to be legal. They don't want to be hiding behind anything. They don't mind being regulated, and so they want to do it right. Exactly. And which is fine. The rest of the crypto market wants to do their own thing and wants to, go after everybody that's already in the crypto market, whereas Electroneum is reaching out to the masses to get everybody involved. And this will help Electroneum as well as all of the cryptocurrencies that are out there, really, is just getting them using it. And it's not so much just getting them to buy Electroneum, but he wants real life uses for Electroneum and for any cryptocurrency to be able to buy and use it as it's intended. What good is it if you're just going to let it sit in your account and go from 20 cents down to 2 cents?
Yep.
And which unfortunately we've done, but that's all right. It's going to come back, right?
Yep.
So, anyways, it's exciting times. I think they've got some good things they're working on. It's good they've got this new blockchain guy hired who has experience with Monero and their blockchain, and so we'll see what happens.
So I think there's still a lot of good things to come, and of course we're still trying to figure out what's next. But they'll tell us what's next when they get some more big news and throw it out there for us. So
right.
I just I was expecting to kind of hear some today, but I think. I mean, we did find out yesterday that there is new developers. So great. There's new developers in house. Did there need to be a big announcement on that? Not really. I mean, the fact that they put that on Telegram and told us there and said, "Oh, we'll have a big announcement about it tomorrow." It was already told to us. There's nothing really more you need to tell us on that. Really, it's what else is coming along the pipeline. That I think that's really what everybody wanted to hear.
I agree. Yep.
So
awesome. So I was just looking at some of the numbers or whatever. I've been reporting the last couple of weeks on the market cap and where we're at and where the Bitcoin dominance is and everything. And so let's go down and go through a couple of coins and see where we're at today.
Okay.
So last week I reported the total market cap for cryptocurrency was sitting at $299 billion, and right now we're at $251 billion. So we're down almost 50 billion in a week.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. The Bitcoin dominance is at 45%, which is about what it was last week, 44 or something like that. So
yeah, that's always going to kind of be around the same for a while until the market really rebounds. That's what we're going to see. Right.
Because people, the only thing they're going to put money into is, the big things, Bitcoin and stuff like that. So, and a lot of that is just people are selling and converting it to Bitcoin as well. So I think so. Let me go ahead and pull this. Let me get my desktop, share my desktop up here, so people can see what we're looking at as we go down through the coin market cap. Talk about it. Just 1 second here. All right, so I've got CoinMarketCap up, and we'll just start here at the beginning, which is Bitcoin. Currently, I show that it's at 6,600, 6,681. It looks like. So it's been fluctuating a lot the last few days too, going from 66 to 75, and I mean, 66 is about as low as we've seen it, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, this year.
I'm gonna pull this chart up and see what it says. It's at 6683, down 9% today, which is that's a lot for Bitcoin.
Yeah,
a lot.
We were yesterday at 60. Oh boy, where were we yesterday?
Well, at one point we were up at, in the last day, we've been up to 70,
74,
73, 7,400. Yeah.
Yeah. So 74.13 was the peak in the last 24 hours. And then it's dropped back down into, 6,600 range.
Yeah. 66.44 was the low so far, it looks like. And, it's an $800 swing in one day.
Yeah.
So it's,
yeah, but the lowest we've hit actually in the last week was 65.27 was the low. So that's our low that we've seen actually for the year.
And if you look at it, if you look at the chart on a yearly basis, it's crazy because it is down quite a bit. But I mean, back in where do we have to go? We have to go back
let's go back
just before Thanksgiving, huh?
Let's look at last year, May 1st last year. It was $1,100.
Let's see if I can find May 1st. Yep. May 1st last year.
Yep.
Is that right?
I'm just
May 1st. I'm at 1,000
or April.
$1,430 May 1st.
Yeah.
Last year. So we're still up 6 times, almost 5 times probably. So kind of crazy. And it just, if you look at this line, as I go along this line here, everybody, you can just see how flat it was, how, it gradually went up a little bit. We got into July 17th, we're just over $2,000. So not pretty gradual. Jump ahead to September 1st, and we're at $4,700. So still climbing a little bit. And then all of a sudden, in November 12th, we're at $6,171, and by Thanksgiving time, let's see, where's Thanksgiving at? Just after Thanksgiving, we jumped pretty good. So we were at 8,000 right before Thanksgiving, and then a week later or so, December 10th, we're at $15,000. And then we got all the way up to almost 19,000 or whatever.
Yeah,
I think December 16th. So.
Yeah. If you follow the trend, we're still up quite a bit. I mean, I just went back and looked. So April 1st, 2015, Bitcoin was $253. Then we go to April 1st, 2016, and we're up to $421. Okay. Then we're looking at April 1st, and we just talked about that. We're $1,100 for April 1st, 2017. And now April 1st of 2018, we're actually up higher if you're looking at the trend.
Yeah.
Just looking at the last 2 years, we're actually higher than what it's been in past years, the percentage wise.
Look at all the volume too. I mean, right after Thanksgiving, the volume just went crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we're doubling every year in price. based off the trend. Except for this year, we're up almost 6 times, where in the past it's only been double from year to year. So,
Right.
I mean, even if you're looking at that as a long-term hold, what would be Bitcoin for next year at double? I mean, we're saying 12 at 6 times. You know, we're looking at quite a bit more than that. We're looking at, high 20s.
Well, same thing with the total market cap. I mean, last January we were at about 17 billion, excuse me.
Yep.
And then it just went crazy. I mean, we're at 250 billion right now, which is probably 12, 13 times. I'm not sure, but quite a bit more than what it was. So even though we're down as much as we feel like we're super down, but in reality, we're just,
well, we're down from December, from the peak of last year. We're still not down from, what did we say, October of last year? We're still up over October of last year. But unless you're buying in December, then we're down.
Yeah, and that's that's a lot of that's where the FOMO comes into play, right? I mean, fear of missing out, and so people will start jumping on without really thinking about what they're doing, and they're buying at the peaks. So many people bought at $15,000, $16,000, $17,000. I mean, I bought some. At those prices,
we all have.
Just most of it I hurry and converted into other things, which are now down anyways, but it doesn't really matter. So anyways, it's just the game we play, right?
Yep.
So, all right, let's go back and so we know Bitcoin's down a little bit. And I don't know how far it's going to go down. It might go down to the $6,000 range. I don't know. But I think when it does decide to go up, it's gonna go and shoot up.
It's definitely gonna rocket, that's for sure.
So you don't want to wait too long to miss out on that. So, all right, let's go down the list a little bit. Ethereum's at $371, down 8%. Ripple's at 48 cents, down 9%. I see a lot of these are they're down they're down 8, 9, 10, 11%. Just crazy. Stellar's down to 15%.
But they were lower. That's the thing. I mean, we were just looking at that Ripple was 10 cents lower than that just a few days ago.
No, wasn't it 10 cents higher, Ripple?
No, it was 40 something cents, I thought.
Oh.
We looked at that earlier.
I think last week when we talked about IOTA was just under $1, right?
Yeah.
And it's currently at 95 cents. Monero's at $1 or $165. I mean, there's just some great buys. There's good old Tether. I love it. $1. You can't go wrong with it, right?
Yeah. So Ripple was 40. Trying to figure out that low point, but they were 43 cents April 1st.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
They kind of had a bump up. I know yesterday or whatever, they got up to probably 52 or 53.
Yeah, they jumped up quite a bit. Yeah, 56 actually. 56 cents yesterday, and then now we're back down to 49 or somewhere right around there, bouncing that 50 cent range.
So, and I know we were just talking about Lisk yesterday. Wasn't Lisk like up around $10 again yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $7.93 right now.
So it's dropped
down 16%, almost 16% today. And that's one that's been up at $40, There's lots of good coins in here that I believe are good buys at these prices because they'll go back up again.
Yeah.
So Verge had spiked up to about 7 cents or something yesterday and is down. It was up 40-something% yesterday to about 7 cents, a little over 7 cents. And it's currently at about 5.5 cents, down almost 14% today. So,
wow. But yeah, let's see. I just went and looked at Lisk. Lisk was April 1st was $6. And then by April 4th, we had jumped up to $10. That was this morning. 10.50 actually. We were up at 10.50 this morning, and now it's holding at almost 8.
Yeah.
So that would have been a good day trading opportunity right there.
Yeah, very good.
The bouncing that it's been doing, that one's a good one.
Well, I think it's a good long-term one too. I mean,
yeah,
I think it'll get back up it'll get back up in those ranges again once money starts pouring in. But it's hard for anything to go up without any money in the market. So,
yeah.
What did I just say? Steam's at $1.77. What else we got here? You got a little Cycon left? I can't remember. Cycoin?
Yeah, I've got.
I know I always ask you this, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I've got Cycoin and I've got ADA as well.
I did skip over ADA, which I think was at about 14 cents. It's still it's number 7, top 7. It's in the top 10.
14, almost 15 cents right now, but yeah.
So easily could go back up to $1 or more. So
yeah.
What did I miss? I missed Lisk. Where's Litecoin? Excuse me.
We just did Lisk. Verge.
Litecoin. I skipped Litecoin. Is $114, and I think yesterday it got up to 126 or so. I mean, it kind of had a good bounce yesterday, but is back down again. So
they've all they've all followed that same trend. They've had this bounce where late last night, and then into this morning it was up and then dropped back down.
Right. So I just want to see the 1 day on that one. Because I was looking at that thinking, Lisk has got some, I think Lisk has got some good opportunity to grow and has been up there, so I know we wished we would have bought more of it or something when we were back down to, $30, $40 last fall, but I didn't imagine it was going to jump like it did, and it did. So I don't know why my graph is not pulling up on Litecoin. That's under markets. Let's see. Day. But Litecoin, man, it's been over 300. It's been $350 Litecoin. So
yeah,
it's got a good opportunity. So yesterday
they were all very high. I mean, that's what we talked about last time too. Is that Ethereum is sitting at $372 today, and its peak last fall it was $1,400.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite a bit difference. But yeah, Litecoin was the same, $300.
Excuse me, $130 yesterday.
Yeah.
So, $15. Pretty good drop. All right, let's go back down. Let's see, what do we got? We got, if I can get back to the right page. Go through these top 100 real quick and see what we got. Verge, we did Verge, Steam, missing a couple that I'm thinking of. Arc is it was down. It's up over. It's 215 now. It was $1.80 something yesterday. It must have even got a little bit higher because it's still down 6%. So that's one that gets up in the $6 range and stuff. So I think it's a good little buy. I can't find salt. I was kind of looking for salt. See where it's so hard to keep track of. The market keeps moving so much, it's hard to keep track of where everything keeps falling to. So, Funfair at 72 and Electroneum at 73.
Yeah. Currently
sitting at 1.9 cents on Electroneum. Keeps fluctuating right around there. I'm
Salt's
hoping that
85. Yeah, Salt's number 85. They're at $1.90 right now.
So they've really dropped, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Almost 12% today. I don't see anything else in the top 100 that really interesting
about right now.
A lot of red out there. So
yeah.
Anyways, it seems like Ethereum's got some good things happening. I think Ethereum is a good buy right now. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it might go a little bit lower, but
as
man,
much as it's down more than what most.
Yeah,
like percentage wise. I mean, Bitcoin's down what 12%, 13% since last year, since its peak, and Ethereum's down.
Peak?
Yeah, since its peak, I'm thinking Ethereum's down what? They're down. Geez, 16%.
1,400.
Yeah,
16%.
16. Or sorry,
No, be a lot more than that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm doing it backwards. They're down 70%.
That sounds more right.
Yeah, 70%.
1,400 to $371.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one that I think would certainly be a good buy, and opportunity to go up pretty quickly too. Have you heard anything about Coinbase looking to add Ethereum stuff?
ERC20 tokens. I haven't, because the last one they were looking at was Ripple, and then that didn't go through.
Yeah. And I think they're trying to get their stuff together. I mean, as well, because they had some issues when they were looking at adding other coins, and also the Bitcoin Cash issue they had.
Yeah.
Which,
there's just a lot of people that
didn't look very good for them.
Yeah. There's just a lot of people out there that don't like using Coinbase. It just happens to be the quickest alternative to a lot of exchanges to exchange fiat into crypto, but it's not the cheapest way to go. So.
Right. What's the other one that Cash?
Cash is an easy one just to get Bitcoin out of. It's a quick one.
What's the website on that?
It's an app.
Cash.com? Oh.
Cash.me.
Cash.me?
Uh-huh. But I, to tell you the truth, I haven't played with it online at all, just because it's meant to be an app. It's not meant to be a web page.
Right. So I just put that up there. Cash.me. Let me change that to the app. So the app is Cash, and it is run by the people at Square. So if you've used Square Up, the little white Square reader, then they're the ones that do that, and you can buy Bitcoin instantly from them, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, if you're looking to buy some Bitcoin,
up to 10,000. They do have a limit of $10,000.
Up to 10,000. Okay.
Yeah. So you can buy instantly up to $10,000.
Okay. So that's good to know if you're not interested, if you don't like Coinbase, or you want to try something else. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure the fees associated with Cash or what the price is at the time. There's no fee, but the price is probably a little bit higher than the price.
Yeah, it's baked into the price, but there's actually zero fees, and it's the same with exchanging Bitcoin for for money, or whatever you want to say, but for US dollars. It's the same, and it's 10,000 is your cap, but it's instant, and you can have it placed right onto your debit card, like an instant credit back to your debit card. So,
and realistically, I mean, I buy most of the stuff I get on Coinbase. But if I buy something at $6,000 on Coinbase, and Bitcoin's actually worth $59.50. So I'm already down $50 in the hole. Yeah. And usually if I'll wait an hour or so, it's up again.
Yeah.
So I don't typically convert it or send it to another site and spend it right away, because you're down $50 to start, and then you've got your Bitcoin fee by transferring it. So I might transfer it, but I might just hold on to it for a little while, because Bitcoin swings so much in a day that you could buy it at $6,500, and 4 hours later it might be $6,700. So you've gained you haven't lost your fee or anything like that. So, anyways, crazy. Well, I hope to hear some good news this next week. hopefully Electroneum this week. I hope Electroneum maybe has something tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Or at least by what tomorrow's Thursday, so at least by Friday, maybe they'll be able to make some announcements on this patent pending item they have and what the technology is. It'd be nice to see what that is.
It'd be nice to see it hit BTC as well, since we're still kind of waiting around on that. That was supposed to be the end of last month.
They're hoping to have that in by the end of the month, yes. And I think on that interview with Richard, he mentioned that they have assured him that it's there, it's in the queue, it's ready to go. But I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know anymore.
Exactly. And we actually have confirmation people have taken from talking with their support with Hit BTC support page too. I mean, we actually have confirmation there telling them it was supposed to be the end of April was when that was getting released, and it never happened. So maybe we all need to
end of April or end of March.
End of March, sorry. But now we're into April,
So maybe I don't know what they've got to do. They've got to create wallets or what. I don't know the process. I know I'm in the same situation with Titanium on HitBTC because I have not received my new T-bars on HitBTC. Well, they don't have T-bar listed on HitBTC yet, so I don't know if that's a programming issue that they're putting together and waiting on, because you can't really issue T-bars if you don't have a place to a T-bar wallet within your system, I guess.
Right.
So,
there's no wallet for it. Yeah, that's basically what it is. There's no wallet. Yeah.
So my understanding was HitBTC was given all of the T-bars, but that's great. But until they have an actual wallet to put it in their system, they can't disperse them very easily. So.
Right.
I'm thinking that's what's going on there, and Electroneum, they may just not have the wallet information up, or their programming to do what they do. So it's really not in Electroneum's hands whether or not they get listed. Like you said, we have seen some confirmations that they were there on the list, ready to go, but they just haven't been opened up yet for whatever reason. So we shall just have to wait and see on that one, I think. So, anyway, what do you think, Vance? Anything else you want to talk about?
Not that much. It feels like a little repeat of last week, but that's all right. I mean, we need to get some information out, and
little bit of a repeat, but that was on purpose, because some of you missed us last week, unfortunately. So, anyways, I hope this shows up and people are able to, at least with the shares and stuff, they're able to see it and watch the video later. Sometime this might not be the most convenient time for everybody, but it's the best time that works for us. And so if you don't catch us live, hopefully you'll catch the video later and leave some comments, and we'll get back to you on that. So, anyways, I think if that's good, I think we'll call it a night. What do you say?
Yeah, let's hope for better for next week, so we have a nice little bull run to talk about. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed.
Go listen to your Imagine Dragons. I'm going to give them a plug. Even though I'm not going to play their music, I'm going to give them a plug. Go be a believer, So that's what you got to do. Just hang in there tight. Remember, you don't lose any money unless you sell. So hang on to those coins. Don't sell them yet. Don't sell them until you're in the green, making a profit. Right. So right now, everything's on sale. So I encourage you to take a look at stuff. And, a lot of good buys out there right now. Everybody's scared, and they're selling. And so that's a good time to be buying up what they're selling cheap. So anyways, do your own research. This is not financial advice. We're just here talking about crypto and enjoying the ride. Right, Vance?
Yeah, personal insights. That's correct.
That's right. So have a great night. We will see you next week, 9 o'clock Mountain. I keep saying Mountain Standard Time, Mountain Daylight Time. So Vance is in Arizona, so his time doesn't change. It's 8 o'clock for you people there in Arizona, but the rest of us, Mountain Daylight Time. So we'll see you next week. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Vance.
Later.